Something I learned the hard way as a GovTech founder is how different the value of ARR is in GovTech compared to commercial SaaS. A lot of people push back on this, and I get why. They get stuck on ARR as a formula. Yes, the formula is the same in every industry. Add up annualized contract values, and you get ARR. That part is objective. What's not the same is the reliability of that ARR. Commercial ARR is revenue that wants to renew. GovTech ARR is revenue that should renew, but still needs to survive the process. I often hear enterprise buyers have procurement too. They have compliance, they have security checks, they can slow things down or derail a renewal. So wouldn't ARR value be the same? No, not quite. And here's the key thing most people miss. In commercial SaaS, procurement sits inside the company and ultimately answers to the business owner or the CEO. In GovTech, procurement is functionally independent and often behaves like an outside authority your customer cannot control. That one difference changes everything. In commercial, if a CEO wants to renew, it happens. If the team loves the product and security and compliance are all green, the deal gets done. There might be friction, but everyone involved sits at the same side of the table. Your buyer can push procurement to move. In GovTech, the chief can want a renewal. The agency can love the product. You can be fully compliant, fully adopted, and the renewal can still stall, slip into the next fiscal year, or die completely. Not because the customer doesn't want you, but because government procurement is a separate machine with its own rules, its own timing, and zero urgency. You aren't selling to a discretionary budget owner. You're selling into an environment with many variables outside your and your customer's control. The people who love your product have influence, yes, but often have no power to renew it. So when in GovTech and you take a 3-year deal, annualize it, and call that ARR, yes, that is the math you will use to report out ARR to the world. But if you want to understand the reliability of that ARR and its ability to compound as an operator, you need to look at it differently. That's why I use normalized ARR, because two customers with the same ARR can have totally different renewal realities. And I want to understand the strength of my ARR. One customer may renew automatically. The other is one election, one budget shift, or one procurement policy away from disappearing. Normalized ARR forces you to acknowledge that difference. It gives you a more honest view of forecast confidence, renewal exposure, and how much revenue will actually compound. It keeps you sane and lets your board see the business the way you actually live it. If you want the calculator I use to understand my ARR better, the link is below. And if you're running, building, or scaling a GovTech SaaS company, subscribe to the GovTech Operator. Every week I break down the real operating frameworks that make this space work.